Jeremy Conrad.
Stephanie Powers.
And Christine Scroggs. So we do have a quorum, which is great. We had no minutes in April or May because we didn't have a quorum at that time, and we had the special session in, well, July. Are we still in July? Yes.
A week ago?
Yeah. This time is going fast. So we need an approval of minutes for April, if anybody would like to make a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second it.
Okay. All in favor of approval?
Aye.
Aye. All right, so minutes passed. Then we have some open issues that we need to discuss. The main one being approving to authorize Matt as the chairperson for the Housing Authority for purchasing properties going forward, so that we have that in the minutes when these properties come up, that he's able to do that. Would anybody like to make a motion of making that official for Matt to be able to do that?
Motion to approve Matt to authorize properties
Second.
ongoing until he's no longer president.
Okay,
I second that.
okay. So what's, do we have a wording that we need to say
I'm
out
gonna read that word.
Yep, I can.
officially, so that way?
Have a good record of it.
Then you need to vote on it too.
Okay, so motion to approve, to authorize, motion to approve, authorizing Matt Curry to act on behalf of the Columbia City Housing Authority for the purchase, sale, and transfer of the property located at 345 North Line Street, Columbia City, Indiana, 46725, and all future rehab homes, including having full authority to represent the Housing Authority at the purchase, closing, and/or in all execution of all documents pertaining to the sale and transfer of 346 North Line Street property and all future rehab properties.
Okay, and that is your official motion.
Correct.
And then Jeremy, you seconded that, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And let's have a vote on that. Is everybody in approval? If you approve of that motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes on that. Did you get all those minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So, thank you.
Uh-huh. And then we also had the pamphlet sheet for realtors that we discussed, doing a pamphlet for passing out to realtors for when we had properties, promoting the Housing Authority and that. That is something that I've kind of been working on in my spare time. Anybody else have any ideas for those? Or
So, not for the pamphlet, but I had an idea for the Line Street property.
Okay.
So, what if we did, like at closing, we did a picture, let's say with the Housing Authority in front of the house, we did, and put coming soon, Housing Authority, keep watch, and then as you do
Absolutely.
updates, you know what I mean, here's where we are, you know, that kind of thing.
I love that idea. I think that's a great idea.
And
I
that
also,
gets people looking,
Yes.
it also gets realtors' attention for their buyers, you know what I mean, it just kind of
Yes.
gets everybody involved.
I also had the thought, and I don't know, Chip, if you can answer this, do we have any sort of a banner or anything from Housing Authority that we could put up in the
No.
property as we're doing a project?
You could get one though.
Okay. That's something that I thought about also, doing like a Housing Authority project sponsored by Columbia City Housing Authority type of banner that we could put in the yard when we do buy properties, so that
Right.
people are aware that we're actually doing things.
I agree.
in the
Or like a
community.
for sale sign
Or-
type
Or a sign
one.
that says
Or a-
that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Do we have a sign from a prior property? or
I
no?
think it was just a
Something
for
here?
sale by owner sign, wasn't
Yeah.
it? If I remember right, yeah.
So I don't know if that would be something that we could, would we
Yeah.
have the funding for something like that?
I'll throw, if you save a little from this house, you can.
Okay, okay. Or if it's donated,
Yes, if it's
Okay.
donated.
do we
yes.
have any sort of?
You know what, I actually have,
I mean, the frame's probably the most expensive.
correct, and I have an old frame, it's bent, but if you take it in, they can,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It would just need the panel redone,
And I
Yeah.
think the
and I can donate that to you, because,
and I think the banners on average are like between 30 and 50 bucks. They're not overly expensive, and we may be able to get that donated or even sponsored by somebody. But does Housing Authority have any sort of logo?
Not that I know of. Let me look back and see.
Okay. So if we do, that would be nice to put
would be
on
nice to put,
that type of
yeah.
thing, or develop a logo if we don't
Right.
have one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So-
And we can look at the Facebook page. I know we can't get into it, but if we look at it, I'm not sure if we have, or what the profile picture is, or
Oh,
if
yeah,
it's
right,
Google
yeah.
already. I don't know if Warren already.
Right.
Okay, so we'll have to look into those things, but, the one question I had about the pamphlet and or sheet for realtors, I'm thinking it needs to be like a one-page thing.
Correct, because they're not.
Something
gonna read
very
it if it's more
short
than that, yeah.
that maybe has just basic information. And then the other question I had, Chip, for the pamphlet and or sheet, can we get a QR code? Does the city do any sort of QR codes that if we do get access to the Facebook page and or make up a pamphlet, we can do a QR code that people can then scan to get more information other than just the basics that we would give to the realtors?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's my thinking. I don't know what you
I
guys
love that, I love
think
that.
about that type of thing.
Yep.
So,
Listen, honestly, if we get a QR code that is about that, instead of handing out pamphlets, we can hand out smaller things that have the QR code, like, hey, check this out. You know what I mean? People are more apt to probably scan that. What are you talking about? What's this? Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. Then take something, you know what I mean?
yeah, because I was thinking like with the mortgages, we could give them a business card, the ones that do mortgages in our area, and just say
Right.
Housing Authority QR code, and then they could find
Correct.
out about the facade program or the,
Right.
you know, the possible landlord list or whatever the
Right.
case may be that we're working on, so,
Yeah, love it.
okay.
Love that.
And then we did have another thing that we needed to have a motion on. We have lost access to the Facebook page at this point. The Facebook page was set up years ago, and the original person who set it up is no longer affiliated, and nobody has the login information. So we need to have some sort of letter stating that we have lost access because the original administrator is no longer affiliated with the Housing Authority Board, and I need access, requesting that I be able to get access, so when we do these projects, we can promote them in the community. It just has to be a letter with the Housing Authority information, address, name, phone number, which I assume will be the city phone number, email if we have one, those type of things, requesting that I can gain access, that I send it to Facebook, that I can gain access to the page for that purpose. So we need a motion stating that if you guys are in agreement, that I can get access to the Facebook page as representative of the Housing Authority, so that we can do the promotion and not have to start all over with a brand new Facebook page type of
Yeah,
thing.
I motion to have Christine be our Facebook guru. And whatever that entails for her to be able to do what she needs to do.
Second.
Okay. All in agreement with that, say aye.
Aye.
No opposed, so that motion passes. And then, did we have any new applications or anything, Chip?
No, no.
Nothing on the horizon?
No, I just need to ask these 4 questions.
Okay.
Okay.
And so, do we know what the house is valued at? Like, is the asking price a good asking price?
Correct, it is, yes.
It is,
It
okay.
is. If I were to have listed it as is, it would probably have been, I'm gonna say probably 180 to 190.
Okay. And you're not overextending yourself? You guys all have it in check? You know what you're doing, everything?
Yes.
Okay. Are we using facade money or any of that? Or are we just using strictly like owner occupied?
That, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know, because Rosie always
Okay.
took care of
Okay.
that, so I don't know. We
Okay.
would submit everything to her, and where.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. And I think we have to get 3 quotes for the remodel.
Oh,
You
okay,
have to ask 3 people.
okay.
3 contractors. So I think that's it. He's just nervous, very nervous, but if you guys are confident, go ahead.
I can say for the record that this house needs the least amount of work
Okay.
that we have done, and we could probably do very minimal and still make money, but if we're doing what we're doing for the community and to put a family in a better position, then the things that we're recommending will, and it will bring the value for them down the road.
so.
Okay.
And we
Okay.
do have plans to work with other groups for some of the needs too, like the FFA,
Okay.
Key Club, things like that, to do some of the easier projects like landscaping, things like that
Okay.
nature too. So we're hoping to save some in those aspects.
I just had to
also.
cover mine.
Yep.
Absolutely, absolutely. But hopefully we can do as,
There's
Much
some
with as
issue
little.
with insurance. I don't fully understand. The underwriter is not getting back, but we'll work on that.
Okay.
okay. So unless anybody has anything else that we didn't discuss prior, that's everything I had on the agenda. Is there anything else that we need to bring up?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay. So unless there's anything else that needs to be discussed, we can call for an adjournment. Anybody want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll move to adjourn.
Second.
So this meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for your help.
Thank you.